Welcome to the third week of this massive open online course on SQL Fundamentals. You are viewing the first video of this week, getting started with Lesson 3. In this video, we will discuss what you should know before you start this week's lectures, what are the objectives of this week, what are the topics covered in this week. You will also get to look at some useful links for further reference and practice. In order to gain better understanding of the topics being discussed in the third week of this MOOC, you are expected to be familiar with a few PL/SQL concepts. To start with, you should be knowing how to execute SQL statements in PL/SQL to query data from the database inside a PL/SQL block. You should also be aware of executing different DML statements like insert, delete, update, and merge inside PL/SQL blocks to manipulate the data in a database. You should have knowledge about different conditional constructs supported by PL/SQL to implement conditional logic. You should be aware of different loop constructs supported by PL/SQL to repeat a set of statements based on a condition. An idea about implementing loops within loops or nested loops will also help. We have discussed all these concepts in the second week of this MOOC. The theme of week 3 is to enable you to code and execute PL/SQL programs having PL/SQL record variables, different types of PL/SQL collection variables, logic to fetch data from an explicit cursor in a loop, logic that uses cursor attributes in program execution, cursor for loop, and cursors with parameters. Let us look at the course roadmap for week 3 and discuss the objectives of each topic. You are currently watching the first video in week 3 that gives a clear picture of the topics to be discussed in this entire week. The second video in week 3 explains what PL/SQL records are and how to define, declare, and use them in PL/SQL programs. This video also explains how to use the %sign row type attribute with record variables. You will also have a demonstration of programs that use a PL/SQL record to insert and update data in the database tables. In the third video titled Understanding PL/SQL Collections, you learn how to define, declare, and use different types of collection variables in PL/SQL programs. By the end of this video, you will understand differences between records and collections in PL/SQL. The fourth video in week 3 explains what explicit cursors are and how are they different from implicit cursors. This video also teaches you the sequence of steps to be followed in order to use explicit cursors in your PL/SQL programs. In the fifth video titled Exploring Explicit Cursors Further, you will learn how to lock rows in a cursor with the for update clause and reference the current row with the where current of clause. You will learn to declare and use cursors with parameters. You will also gain knowledge about using cursor for loops to fetch data. At the end of each video, you will get homework assignments so that you can solve them to gain a better practical exposure to the concepts learned in this week. If you have any questions regarding homework assignments or stuck while doing the homework, you can collaborate with us and other students via the course forum to get the help. For additional reference material for the topics covered in the third week, you can click the links provided in the YouTube video description. Looking forward to your wholehearted participation this week. Thank you. Have a great day.